A community is left in shock in St. Thomas after a mother, a spouse, and a child were found. The female had been missing or reported missing some days ago, and now the police have made a gruesome discovery and is carrying out investigation as to ascertain what really transpired in this case. Hi again and welcome to Links of 7 TV Let's Talk. We're about now to discuss that on the program. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. It's Links of 7 TV. Let's talk. The story that I want to talk about today on the program is a gruesome one that took place in St. Thomas over the weekend, and it involves a 22-year-old member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, which was viciously taken out, is believed, by her spouse. However, before I divulge any details as it relates to that incident, we're just going to talk a little bit about domestic violence and how it's tearing families apart. When it comes on to domestic violence and social issues as it relates to within a household, it's very alarming the number of people that are getting hurt due to violence within the home, and at time relationship problems as well is a major contributor to this. When we look for the past few weeks, we have seen many situations playing out in violent altercation, which at times lead to vicious and gruesome incident being portrayed by individuals right across the country, and that's very alarming and very compelling to see what's going on throughout the country as it relates to this. When we look on the situation and families being left to grapple with the reality of what took place in this incident, it's a hard one to contend with, and it's a hard one to even swallow. And a family is left separated by this right now. And the issue is not isolated, it's a trending problem, and we have seen it playing out over and over in different parishes right across the country. And gone are the days when people just try to find a way and means of settling their differences. And we really just want to implore the public, if you're having problems in your relationships and you think as if you're reaching that breaking point, try to find someone to talk to. And the situation that I'm about to talk about, I should say, is one that this individual tried to reach out to the pastor that he went to his church a few weeks ago, and it was just so sad that that pastor did not get to give this man a talk before he carried out such a vicious act on his family. But we really have to just be mindful of what is going on around us and be very careful at times, even though you cannot predict what will happen, but you have to just see it, and you have to just try to foresee what's going on, because at times you see the signs, but at times you ignore them. So in this case right now that I'm about to talk about is one that has left a community in shock and has left a family in deep mourning after a young 22-year-old promising JDF soldier was viciously taken out by her spouse. And this incident took place in St. Thomas right now. So let me just divulge the details of this case right now, right here on Links of 7 TV. But I'm just imploring you, the public, if you see people having relationship problems, try and give a helping hand at time. Sometimes just a little talk, just a little word of encouragement will help and ease that tension that boil over at times into different scenarios being played out. However, let me just get straight into this case right now. So the police said they are waiting on forensic evidence in order to ascertain the identity of three bodies that were found in St. Thomas, but relatives believe that the bodies that were found is that of 22-year-old Lexton Clayton, a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JDF) of Yallas in St. Thomas, and her 2-year-old son Tyler Taylor. The burnt body of an adult male was also found, Up to the release of this information, police are yet to confirm the cause of the death of the individuals, but the bodies were yesterday found in Pear Tree River, Port Morant in St. Thomas. The area where the gruesome discovery was made, a small crowd gathered consisting of family members, colleagues, and friends of the fallen JDF soldier. In that vicinity, a number of other people also gathered just on hand just to see what was taking place. It is very sad what transpired here in this case, and it's very unfortunate to see how this one played out. However, the police are carrying out their investigation just in order to ascertain what really transpired here, as they are still puzzled as to what really led to this. But some clues are there, and the police are just trying their best in order to see how best they can solve this case. The JDF soldier was described as a loving and jovial individual and had a passion for her job. It's very sad what transpired with her, but police believe that this was a murder-suicide played out once more within this parish. And when you look on what transpired in this case, 3 victims, all in one location. Now this family is left to grapple with this sad and unfortunate news. And we here at Links of Low 7 TV as well just want to take this opportunity to express our condolences to the families and friends of this JDF soldier. But when we look on the situation at times and we see how this situation plays out, I should say, it's very sad and unfortunate what transpired here, and not even only in this specific scenario, but we have seen many played out over and over again. Just last week there was a similar incident, I believe it was in Manchester, where an individual took the life of his spouse. And I'm telling you, it's one of those situations that we really wish we didn't have to report on, but we just want to make it out there clear to you, the public, that we have to be mindful of what is going on around us. And it's a sad situation. It is said that the female was at camp for a while and had just returned home on Friday just in order to greet her families. And her families were very happy that she was home. She was in a jovial mood, and it's very unclear what transpires between Friday to Sunday leading up to this case. But it's a sad situation, and the police are of the opinion that the bodies that were found at this location is that of her. So according to initial investigation so far, focus is on to identify the remains that were found at the scene, and that's the main focus right now of the police, just in order to ascertain the identities of the bodies after the police said that the bodies were so severely burned. But it said that people saw the spouse rolling some tires to that location earlier on in the day before the gruesome discovery was made. So the police believe that the man is the sole responsible for what took place here on this fateful day. So reports are that on Saturday, June 6th at about 3:30 p.m., a brown Nissan Latio motor car was found abandoned in Pear Tree River along the community main road between Pear Tree and Bowden. Further reports are that the body of 3 individuals were found in the car, and it's believed to be that of the JDF soldier, her spouse, and her child. Indications are that the spouse rented a motor vehicle prior to the incident, and that he worked at the municipal corporation in Portland as a security guard, I believe, and he is of a Portland address. So the police believe that this was a car rented by the individual that led to the discovery of this. So reports are that the rented arrangements were made by this individual, and it was for 2 days. Following the discovery of the vehicle, speculation have been high that the 3 bodies that were found is that of the family, but that is yet to be ascertained based on what transpired. And to the discovery that was made, it was so gruesome that the police were unable to ascertain the identities of the victims found. But residents in the community are stated that they believe that this is the body of the individual, and even though the police are waiting on forensic evidence in order to ascertain the identities of this, the community strongly believe that these are the family, or this is the family that was taken out in this vicious attack. So we here just want to just take this opportunity to just implore you, the public, just try your best to see how well you can solve your domestic disputes, your relationship problems, and resorting to violence should not be an option, especially when you have a family and when you have a child. You have left a family devastated right now. You have left a family in shock. You have left a gap within a family, and you have caused so much pain and anguish right now. So if you see that you're in a problem and you're in a situation that you cannot deal with, try to just find a way and means of speaking to someone, talking to someone. Just try to just see what you can do, just in order for you not to resort to this. And at times, most of the times, we have seen this playing out, and this is what it ends with. So sad situation. Leave it in the comment section. How do you feel about the situation, and how do you think that people should deal with domestic disputes whenever they have problems such as these? This has been Links of 7 TV. Let's talk, and we're out now for this one. Thanks for watching. Please remember as well, like, share, subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we post new videos. I'm out for now. Have a blessed and productive day from Links TV.